お疲れ様です。e スポーツキャスターのともぞうです。今回もレインボーシックスシージのトップリーグのハイライトやっていきたいと思いますが、今回は EU 回となります。EU は Day4 を迎えました。折り返しまで来たという感じですかね。結果はこちらとなります。TT9 とナビは5対7でナビ。シークレットとアウトサイダーズは4対7でアウトサイダーズ。そして注目の一戦、ローグと G2 はローグが1周 7-2 とG2 を下していきます。そしてここも注目ですね。ヒロイックと BDS47 で BDS、 ウルブズと MNM ゲーミングは 7-2 とウルブズが快勝しており、右側が最新の順位表となります。 BDS が10ポイントで首位に躍り出ました。それを追うのは8ポイントローグ、そして8ポイントのヒロイックという感じとなっています。そして4位にウルブズも上がってきました。7ポイント。しかし同じ7ポイントで5位ナビ、そして6位アウトサイダーズが続いています。7位 MNM ゲーミングが5ポイント、そして4ポイントで8位シークレット、9位 G2 という形となって、未だ1ポイントも稼げていないのが TT9 という形となっています。なるべくねチーム被らないように行きたかったんですけど、やっぱり今回はヒロイックと BDS ですかね。調子のいいチーム同士の対戦だったので、かつ、このステージ3に向けてチームをいじってきた EU の強豪同士の対決ということもありましたので、この両チームがどういった戦いぶりをするかというところをお届けしたいかなと思っております。結果はこちらとなります。3走ですね。マップは4対7という形となりますけれども、スコアは後ほど触れますが、まずは試合を見ていきながらどういう展開になったのかお話ししたいと思います。さあまずはラウンド1なんですけれども、やはり新しく入った BDS の力、リークハックが素晴らしい活躍を見せます。もうここはね、リークハックの活躍、スルリと記念室に入ってハンドガンで相手を倒してしまうというシーンをご覧いただければと思います。
For a good attacking team, and they're a team that's found some good attacks. Shaiko wasting no time getting in underneath. That bullet might give a bit of the game away, but he's still going to play that grenade. Mellows just tucked himself in on the solid, suffers half a face of damage, but not enough for them to get the full whack.
Still going to be a bullet less that they need to fire at Mello to take him out later, though. But that's, of course, not what you're looking for if you use these grenades. You want to take out a important piece of utility or a player at its whole. Ju will be finding LMs first, though. That is going to be the entry from the defense on towards the attack. And I believe there was a repel, indeed.
Yeah, the pulse. He was sat in the corner around the balcony. We saw it at the beginning. Shaiko gets one back, though. Uno caught out just on the swing there. They were sort of pinching the man out around the solarium stairs. Shaiko wants to swing around for this next engagement. Likifak is the one that actually finds out ahead, but it's a fight underneath. Likifak caught out, but still somehow wins out. Really should have been Grizzlies there. It's a trade on the top floor, leaving just Mello left. He's looking towards Renshiro on the big double window. He knows the pressure of the two gunners of Shaiko and Likifak is coming, not even, of Bride and Likifak. It's coming from the opposite side. They're holding off for a second here, tucked into a slightly new location, hoping the drone is rolled past. He wants to get a surprise strike here. The 9mm can be decisive in its own way, but BDS aren't risking anything.
Also has a suppressor on it, so you won't see any traces appear, so might be a true surprising factor here if the drone does not spot out the player, but we can, cross that one off the list. They know exactly where he is and where he will be going now. It's just a matter of getting everybody ready and in the right position before these Candelas start popping. The grenade will follow up soon as well, maybe, no, oh, actually, it goes through the wall, deals quite a bit of damage to Mello. Was never going to kill him, it's just a single bullet to take him out now.
Blinds to the top of the stairs. Bride's pushing in ahead of it. Likifak is holding onto the double window, ready to swing into the engagement. They both have a sliver of health. Bride's actually going to stick the plant instead. BDS, they do have a focus on the objective. They're not going to risk it. Mello, wow, he tried to find the fight, but BDS open us up with the first round.
It was a good position he was playing in, Mello, but, you know, that's why BDS...
さあラウンド2もピックアップしたんですけれども、ここね結構チンプレーなんですよ。この試合の中でもリプレイが出てくるチンプレーがあったんですけれども、それがどこなのか皆さんわかるでしょうか。見ていただきましょう。
Find some way to apply this quick pressure in. The grenade once again sails a little bit too far. The pings come through on the player. They're hitting the barb and hoping for the fight. Likifak didn't quite get the full scratch. The second grenade. Oh, that gets it. Grizzly caught out. The floor already destroyed, suffers some of the wrong end, and although you're standing on sturdy floor, it seems in that position it's not enough, but at least Uno does some of that to bring themselves back in. Tucks and rotates round. Benja gets a freebie on the back of Alems, once again removed. Missed the player, swung around. Benja too quick on the peak, missed Shaiko. Likifak finds Uno, and that is just a terrible moment there.
Very lucky that Shaiko didn't see him up until the second swing as well. Now gets taken out by Benji, who's retaking that bottom floor, and it's going to be a ever-looming threat. The diffuser, of course, not down. Can still recover that. It's not in the basement, I believe, because they do not have it in hands. And as Mallow will find Brede as he did not check his corner. It is Benji that will come back upstairs from west and will find the final kill as well. Equalizing that score. Making sure that they stay.
そうなんです。ここですね。ベンジャが、これ実際の試合のリプレイなんですけれども、西側正面玄関を覗いた時になぜかスコープが速すぎてシャイコを見逃してしまうというね。まあ、シージはやっぱりね、敵が見づらいですからね。まあ、これを見て、ちょっと UBI の開発さんがどう思ってるかですよね。本当にびっくりするぐらい素通りしていったベンジャのスコープのカメラだったという話でございました。さあ、そしてラウンド3も見ていきましょう。ここね、近攻めなんですけれども、やっぱこの辺りが BDS の進化かなと。まあ、以前もやってた部分はあるんですけれども、クオリティがどんどん上がっているなというところです。やはり上手いなと思ったのは、単純に一方向から攻めるのではなくて、自分たちがまずは地下にプレッシャーをかけたことによって相手が動く。結果、使えるエリアが増えるという構造をうまく使った、そんな練習郎のメイン階段からのうまい詰めをぜひ見ていただければと思います。
Smoke utilized. They're just happy to sit pretty and wait for them to sort of fall into the site for now.
Brede wants to plant right behind the bins though, and the Goyo fire is going to be stopping that from happening now. They need to get rid of Mellow, but again, Heroic not really playing on the side. If they hit this directly, if they do manage to find Mellow, which could be the case as soon as Lick Effect decides to push through, they could go for a plant and there's nothing they can do about it. Now, Mellow digs in deeper, closer around the corner. Phone calls are starting to come out. Lems will find Grizzly. Uno will fall as well. BDS is getting kills left, right, and center. But Mellow's still hiding in that crucial position where he can stop this plant from happening.
Calls are coming through. The mute jam stopped it for him. Renshiro. Oh, he checks his corners. He's not falling for any of the mistakes that happened on the previous round. And now they're going to set themselves in and try and get the plant. The cover is on the back stairs. And it's Like back. Getting the double, getting the flawless, and getting the second round for BDS.
I believe they knew exactly who was playing in that.
さあ2対4で折り返し。ただまあ3走であれば2対4であればヒロイックとしても逆転のチャンスは十分あるかなという折り返しです。ここからヒロイックの攻撃に入るんですけれども、ヒロイックがやはりマップ広く展開している BDS のプレイヤーの間にどんどん入っていくんですよね。それでいいポイントをどんどん取っていくんですけれども、現地の守護神ブリーデーが守り時間を作ったことによって BDS が人数不利を一気に覆す、そんなラウンドを見ていただければと思います。
Well done there by Lems. Realized that that Magna was about to burn, so he had to go. Unfortunate that Heroic didn't have that crossfire ready to perform. Zoom not quite able to find a shot as Zuno takes a bit of a scrape, trying to put down some. It's Zoom with the grenade kill anyway on Renshiro. They also tried to fall back, but to no avail.
Very well read there. They made sure that those pellets would pop off. They assumed somebody might try and get it. It was a little bit of that luck of them rotating into it as it exploded. I don't think it was fully cooked to pop, but if I'm correct or wrong, I guess we'll see later. Either way, it catches him at the worst possible time. Tried to save a wall, lost his life for it. Brede, he's underneath. You're still looking at BDS wasting a huge amount of time here on the top floor. They've obviously lost one life out of it, but 2 minutes as the trade-off with the work that Lems did. And they're still just trying to find very unsteady feet inside the verticality in the second story of this building.
Benja having a bit of a challenge out here from the fireplace window as well. Lick Effect will go down to Joom as he finds his second in the round. But as long as BDS has control of the pantry, both these sides will be accessible to them. So that is going to be their major point. Shaiko still up in a position where he can rotate up and go for a bit of a late round flank as well. Shut them down from above if he manages to retake vertical control.
Grizzly, he's tucked around. Shaiko still holding on. The other two players have got themselves down in that supply line back end of the site itself in 37 seconds. Heroic needs to start trying to angle up for the fight on the site. Shaiko knows it. He's pulled himself a little bit more defensively on the blue stairs, but has the option to push up and down. He's just trying to make things a little bit more problematic for the approach here of Heroic. They've got a second guess, and there's a second guess. Lems and Shaiko one apiece. Suddenly a 3 versus 3 with 15 seconds on the board. A little bit of movement has absolutely opened up this round. Shaiko's touch round, gets one on the swing. Brede pushes the next off of sight, and 3 BDS players hold off the onslaught inside the bar.
ただやはりヒロイックもしっかりと攻撃を今シーズン作ってきているなという印象がある。ヒロイックに関してはね、以前もこのハイライトで取り上げたんですけれども、やはりね、ジュメとメロというところがすでにチームにフィットしていて、かつ彼らのすごくいい味が出ているところがあります。そのあたりが出たラウンドなのでピックアップしたんですけれども、地下に対する攻め、いろいろな方向から攻めていってうまく連携していくんですけれども、 BDS が要所要所で勝負して人数がなかなか有利が取れないという展開なんですね。ただ最終的にはジュメとメロが落ち着いて状況を判断して、メロがうまく車線を敷いてディフューダーの設置を守ったという、そんなシーンを見ていただければと思います。
They need to put up the pressure, make sure that BDS feels uncomfortable in snowmobile themselves.
Now the pressure comes from above and Benja takes the head over Lambs. He stuck around a little bit too late in the party. Now they have a ping on the long-range fight all the way through towards Trophy, hoping that Liquefact drifts a little bit close to the engagement, but he's a man that's usually happy to take this. Look at all these yellow pings though. I think even he senses the danger in this sort of approach, pulls himself to a slightly different location, and even then suffers. He's got to try and find a new home and a new place to sit and rest, to rotate. Back round. Are they still aware of this presence? They're trying to find him above. They've lost him. They have the players that have rotated to try and hunt him. And now look at this position. He's got himself into a very clever bit of play here. Has wasted a lot of time. He takes the hatchback. But after a minute of playing around, and you know what? There's another hatch hap.
There's another hatch, but there's also another drone in that same position. So he's been taking out 3 drones now, but there's still an extra one out there. So if he does jump back up, they might actually be aware of that. It is in that plant spot on that half wall. So if Liquefact does decide to push through, they will be aware of him sooner rather than later.
Now set up there on the back of the stair set. There's the hold on the catch and grenades. Liquefact's explored his way to the top floor, but otherwise all of the players have left it, and you're looking at 40 seconds. Benja, he's watching the wrong story at this point. This grenade is just going to roll and tuck. We saw Liquefact take a drop round towards the dining side as well. The pressure is coming across. Uno's going for the plant right inside the breach. They have any awareness. The cover's from Benja there. There's the swing. Predate gets the plant. Stops it in its tracks. 20 seconds. They got to try and fight their way through. We hear the pull of the pins on grenades, but it's a drop and a take from above. Liquefact. The grenade gets him a little bit post-mortem. They have the vertical drop. Liquefact pulls himself back towards the site as June finishes off Predate and picks up the kit. Has to hope the cover comes through there from the side of Melu there, waiting for the swing round. There's the first. Is he going to go for the second? The plant goes down. It's all down to Renshiro, who cannot quite find the tail of either two players. They're off. Not sure if there's still an Oster Shield on that far end. They've tucked themselves all the way around and sort of made the statement, there is. And they are as far away as possible. June, he's double stacked, waiting for the sound call at this point. The first is the catch, and Melu is the finish. 2 plants, 2 rounds. Only one separates them now.
And Chiro a bit too careful there. Of course, he
ただやはり最終的には BDS の自力が上回ったかなというシーンが目立ちました。ヒロイックはね、2人メンバーチェンジをしてからのここからの積み上げという形になっています。一方で BDS はラファーレをリーク博に変えたという形になりますので、1枚を入れ替えただけ。そのあたりの少し連携の差が出たかなというところで、バスから攻めてくる相手に対してエレムジーが自分で無理にハードピークして相手を倒すのではなく、自分の動きによって相手を釣り出し味方の車線にうまく誘い込む、そんなシーンが見れましたので、そこをピックアップしてみました。ご覧ください。
Liquefact is debating to go for a bit of another run out. Now, is there a Claymore on the other side? That is the question I would like to see. No, doesn't seem to be the case. So as this repel comes in, he will be too late to pick up the kill into Capital.
Well, Lems isn't. He's able to take the head off from the swing there. There's a bit of a reveal when Shiro gets one. The run out and the chaos has put them in a massive bonus here. Uno, I thought he was about to swing there, and well, the swing comes against him. There was the heavy hit of the rifle, and Renshiro's on the back end of it. The 2 players link up, make a connection with Uno's face. Grizzly and Mello, all that's left here of Heroic's chance of being able to pull anything out of this game. Pre-firing the angles, trying to find it. The kit may as well be a Narnia, and Mello's gone to join them, leaving just Grizzly all alone. But not for long. BDS, a flawless round to end what was a little bit of a back and forth game for them, but still the most important statistic, 3 points, first place
first place in pocket indeed. And I just quickly wanted to highlight, I said I needed to be playing more heavily onto that top floor, keep it into their own hands. Exactly what they did there. Heroic tried every...
さあ、というわけでスタッツ見ていきましょう。勝った BDS 見ますかね、右側。やっぱりリーク博すごいですよ。1.60、15の6。オープニング自体はリーク博もシャイコもそんなに取っていないんですけれども、シャイコがもちろんキルを一番取るという試合もあったりするんですけれども、入れ替わり立ち替わりでシャイコが1位だったりリーク博が1位だったりみたいな試合展開続いてるかなと思うので、やはりもう一つのポイントゲッターができたのは非常に大きいですよね。このあたりが BDS のその単純にリーク博が入ったことによって打ち合いに強い前への推進力が上がったというだけではなく、リーク博が入ったことによってエレムズがいろいろな戦術を選択できてるのかなというふうには個人的に思います。一方でヒロイック、この試合はなかなか厳しかったんですけれども、ジュメもしっかりと結果を出しています。11の8という形です。こちらもね、ジュメとベンジャという2枚看板ができたので、あとはここのストロングポイントを生かすためにさらに他の戦術をどこまで増やせるかというところが引き続きチームとしては考えないといけない部分なのかなとは思いますけれども、ベース部分としてはかなりしっかりできてるなと思いますので、ここからのチーム連携の深まり、クオリティアップというのが非常に楽しみかなと思っています。さあ、そんな EU リーグなんですけれども、次の月曜日10月10日、日本時間だと10月11日の深夜にプレイデー5が行われます。アウトサイダーズとヒロイック、MNM とナビ、BDS とローグ、G2 と TT9、ウルブズとシークレットとなります。BDS はちょっと2週連続で難敵相手にしないといけないのでしんどいですね。ローグという形になりますので、ここは首位攻防戦という形となります。ヒロイックはアウトサイダーズしっかり倒したいところですが、アウトサイダーズも徐々に調子上がっているように見えるので、ちょっとどうなるかわからないという展開になりそうですね。さあ、というわけで EU のハイライトもご覧いただきありがとうございました。他のエリアも週1でピックアップしておりますので、ぜひこのチャンネルにまた遊びに来ていただければと思います。よかったらチャンネル登録、グッドボタンのほどよろしくお願いします。それではまた次回レインボーシックスシージのトップリーグの動画でお会いしましょう。ではでは。